going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Tyler Lego Guy here, and today we're doing another fantastic set. It's a UCS not UCS set, and that is the brand new TANTIVE IV. Has 768 pieces. It's set 75244, has 6 minifigs, actually pretty good minifigs, and it retails for $199.99 US or $269.99 Canadian. And yeah, it obviously came out in the year 2019, which is when this video is being filmed. Anyways, really good set. I really do like it. What we're going to be doing is looking at it. We're also going to be comparing the two Rebel soldiers from 2007 and the new one they just brought out in 2019. I thought that would be an interesting little comparison. As well as we're going to be looking at some pictures just to see how accurate this set really is. But yeah, I was really actually impressed with it. The overall look of it is actually very, very good. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So to start off this review, I thought we could take a look at the box. So as you can see, very nice looking set. We'll just center in at the back. So obviously it gets into all the little features. There's an interior, a very small interior, an escape pod. Very nice looking set. And then it has some nice artwork right here. They kind of did this with the new Star Destroyer as well, which is pretty cool. And then here we have the minifigs. So very nice, very first inclusion of Bail Organa. So great looking set. So to begin, I thought we could take a look at the instructions to start off. Just another thing to look at besides the box. So as you guys can see, it's sealed. There is stickers, unfortunately, but there is the instruction manual. And as you can see, it has that little barcode, QR code, so you can get the instructions online if you really like. So as you guys can see, there's some nice artwork in here as well. I think this is the same guy that made the Falcon. I could be wrong about that, but it just looks like him. So very, very nice artwork. Here they have the movie depiction or movie models, props of the ship. Here's some more. I actually think he's the designer. Yeah, he's the model designer, not the other guy. I think that other guy designed the new Star Destroyer. But yeah, very, very nice set. Here's the graphic designers. So everybody's getting their name in here. And there's the very first Bail Organa. So absolutely fantastic. Super happy that they finally got that. Yeah, they never, believe it or not, they never ever had it before. And this is just another area that's French, because everything's in French and English in Canada. But yeah, that's the instruction manual. Now let's get right into the review.
What we're gonna do is I'll give you guys a 360 view of the ship. So as you guys can see, very, very nice looking set.
I just want to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how big it is. This thing is like 2 feet long, honestly. So it's a pretty sizable set.
Moving around here, we got the back, and one of my favorite parts of the set is these engines. They just look fantastic. They are not fun to build though.
But the stickers are actually even worse. We'll get into that. But anyways, still all in all, very nice looking set. But now let's break it down section by section. Take a look at the cockpit itself. I guess the bridge, if you want to call it that. So very nice looking set. These stickers do look nice, although they are stickers, which I hate. And I know you guys are the same. Don't know why they can't put printed pieces, especially in an expensive set, but there you go. There's my little rant. So opening it up, I'll just show you guys how this kind of is. So as you guys can see, there's actually a little opening there. So it kind of brings the set together. And there's nothing too crazy, but very nice little chairs. I actually think they did a great job on the design. They could have maybe had a little bit more of a console, like a more specialized console piece in there. But all in all, still very nice looking. So there you have the main cockpit, or the bridge, whatever you want to call it. And then right here, they have obviously a turret. So this turret moves 360, which is pretty cool. It has stud shooters on it, which is also not bad, as much as I don't like stud shooters. In fact, if I had this on display, I'd probably take those little studs out just because it looks unrealistic. Then moving on, we have the mid area, which is the biggest interior. Not a bad interior. I will get into a little bit of a rant with it though. So as you guys can see, it very nicely fits 2 minifigs. I don't recall a room like this in the Tantive IV, but it definitely does look very Tantive IV-ish. The one thing I wish they could have maybe done, I don't know if they maybe had like a hallway, like a very small hallway where you had Darth Vader, 2 stormtroopers and like some rebels running. It could maybe fit, it'd be really crammed, so that's my one little rant about this. I think that would have been a much better interior if they somehow incorporated that, but I still do like this interior. I just think that would have been better because that's one of the best scenes out of Star Wars, to be perfectly honest. Moving in here, we have another little interior. I hate it when they have an area to store flick fire missiles, but it is convenient. You can put those in there, as well as there's a dress for Leia, which we'll get into that a little bit more. And then a very, very nice feature about this set is it has, a little handle so you can easily carry it around. And as you guys can see, it has very good swishability. So if you're wanting to use this as a play set, works really, really well. Then we move on to this area. So this is pretty cool. These are little escape pods, like from the movie. And you open this up, and there's R2 and C-3PO. So very, very nice little compact little build. There's actually 2 of them, which I knew it had 1 for sure, but I didn't realize it actually has 2. And if you want to get into the interior like I just did with the other one, you just pull that little slab off and there it is. And then moving on to my favorite part of the ship. This honestly is like, I love all the engine details. Those engines look fantastic. I would really like to get some lights maybe put on there. Just great, great looking. I think they did a fantastic job. And then as you guys can see, little details on the side to make it look like a real working, functioning ship. So very, very nice looking set. I'll just quickly show you guys the bottom. Now the bottom's nothing too crazy, but they did put some detail into it, which I appreciate. There's another little turret here, a little less detailed than the one on the top, but they still bothered to make a little bit of a effort in, putting into the bottom. And then as you guys can see, it also has flick fire missiles, and they work like any other flick fire missile has ever worked, but still a nice little inclusion for kids if you're wanting to play with it. But anyways, very nice looking set. Now let's take a look at the minifigs. 2 other things I wanted to mention as well is it has these little turrets. They just spin around, nothing too crazy. But what I really liked about the carrying handle is they actually incorporated the satellite into it. So very good job on the use of it. Normally it's just a carrying handle that sticks out, but this one they actually make logical sense. So really like that. I just thought I'd mention that one feature. I think that Lego knocked that one out of the park. So here is 3 of the 6 minifigs. So as you guys can see, very, very nice looking. The C-3PO and R2-D2 are nothing special. We've had these in multiple sets. And the R2 they maybe could have improved on with a little middle leg just because he's basically stayed the same for the last 20 years. So kind of crazy. But on the right we have probably my favorite minifig out of this entire lot, and that is Bail Organa. So as you can see, very nice looking minifig. Very accurate skin tone as well. As you can see, he has a nice torso. It's just great looking minifig. What I'll also do is I'll show you guys his back face printing. So there you can see it. It's a little bit more upset look than his other one. And then as well, he does have a little back torso printing. Nothing crazy, but I thought I'd show you guys regardless. But all in all, very nice looking minifigs. It actually is a somewhat unique hairpiece as well. It has been on a couple other minifigs, but I just think that it nails basically the way his hair is supposed to look. But yeah, great looking 3 minifigs. Now let's take a look at the final 3. So here we have 2 more of the minifigs, not the final Rebel Trooper, just because I want to do comparison on him. So anyways, Leia, very nice looking minifig. They actually gave her a dress piece in this, as well as just normal standard legs, which is actually good, a lot better for fitting in the ship. So I thought that that was a really good inclusion. She does have a back face as well. So here it is, as you can see, it's a ticked off face, as well as a little bit more happy face. Well, obviously a happy face. And then she also has back torso printing.
as well as even back dress printing, which I don't think I've ever seen that on a minifig, at least none in my personal collection. It's a very good, nice looking minifig. Now, let's take a look at the very first Captain Antilles. Now, a lot of people wanted the Rebel Friend, which I thought would have been fantastic. But as you guys can see, very nice looking minifig regardless. What is actually kind of cool about him too is you can kind of tell he has wrinkles. So you can tell he's actually a bit older, which I thought was cool. I always appreciate it when Lego puts more detail than less. And then I'll also show you guys he has a scared face. Obviously that's when he gets choked by Vader. But yeah, very nice looking minifigs. Just all in all, the minifigs are really good on this set. But now let's look at the comparison of the two Rebel Troopers. So I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I didn't think they could really improve on the Rebel Trooper from 2007. But as you guys can see, Lego definitely did. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but as you can see, his torso just has a little bit more detail. I mean, he has all these little pockets. They both have belts, which is, you know, that's what you want. And I mean, it is very similar, but just a little bit more detail put on this guy. The face has a little bit more detail. I mean, look, he has pupils, the other one doesn't. So yeah, there is definitely a difference. This guy does not have back torso printing, whereas this guy does. So there is definitely not a huge difference, but a bit of a difference. And as you can notice, the helmets are exactly the same. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So then as you guys can see, he has sort of an angry face on one side. The other minifig does not have an angry face or any other face. And then he has more of a calm face on the front side. So anyways, very nice looking minifigs. I do think that the one on the left is better, obviously, but the one on the right has a bit of nostalgia. Just, you know, Lego in a simpler time. But those are the minifigs. Now let's take a look at the pictures just to see how accurate this set is.
Well, to start, I thought we could take a look at this, what looks to be a mock. So as you can see, this is obviously the TANTIVE IV supersized. This guy did a great job. As you can see, it has a much bigger bridge. Also a much bigger, basically like, almost seems like a meeting room. And then it looks like there's like an engineer as well. So pretty cool. I think this guy did a great job. I just wanted to focus in on that. I'm actually doing a little bit of a series later on that's going to be getting into mocks and some other good stuff. But anyways, here's another picture. As you can see, the TANTIVE IV, they knocked it out of the park. The detailing, you know, it's just, I really think they did a good job. They maybe could have included little windows here like previous TANTIVE IVs, but not a big deal. They didn't. I just really hate stickers, and I think that would have been really nice inclusion. Here's another good picture. This one actually breaks it all down, what a TANTIVE IV is supposed to look like. So I think Lego did a great job. One thing we could actually maybe look at is just let's see if we can get sort of an underbelly. They could have maybe had a little bit more detail on the underbelly of the ship, but all in all, very good job. Really do like this set. Very few complaints. I think the minifigs and the model itself are very good. But now let's get into the end of the review.
Well guys, that was my review. I do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I thought this set was really well done. I thought the minifig selection was fantastic. It was awesome to get a new Bail Organa, or the only Bail Organa we've ever got. But yeah, just really good set all in all. I would like to get the old Tantives just to kind of compare them to see which one's better. I don't have the previous two, but I would eventually like to get them. We'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, cool set. I think it's pretty movie accurate as well if you look at the pictures which we looked at. The only flaw I found with this set again was I didn't like the amount of stickers. The engines were tedious to make, but they look fantastic once they're done. And the interior they have is not bad, but I actually really would have maybe preferred, like I've said, that they just put the hallway scene when Darth Vader, first time you see Darth Vader. I think that would have been a lot better. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this set? Do you not? Do you maybe own it? Always interested to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any new UCS sets. But that's all I got for you today. But take care. I'll catch you on the next one.